and we are using cocoa butter, and shea butter. I'd like you to drop any questions that you have in the comment section and say hi if you're just joining us. We're making it from scratch. I'm also recording overhead of it as well. So if you want a step-by-step guide and you probably can't watch his entire life, I'll link the overhead video of it in the description box so you'll have that to edit. I do need to get my mic. I forgot to put that on there. Let me just grab that so you guys can hear me. I know this is a bit of an intermission, but I didn't realize I didn't have my mic on, so we're gonna sort that out. Never too late, right? I knew I was forgetting something. I think I took it off because I was taking the picture. Let's go plug that in there. I'm still here with you. Don't be alarmed. There we go. Yes, that's where we need to be. Okay, so I hope you guys heard what we were making, a triple butter body butter. And one more thing that we need to do. What else are we doing again? Oh yes, I'm going to add probably 1% of fragrance. You don't have to, but everything I use will be linked in the description box and all of that. Let me get my fragrance to add as well. Definitely thought I had that with me, but I don't. That's fine. That's fine. No, we can't fix. To get that out of the way as well. All right, so now it is definitely time to begin. We're going to use our Anchor Hawking beaker. This is what I use all the time because it's so thick and not as fragile as the other beakers. I do have some of those, though I use them for lotion making. But this is what we're going to be using, and we're going to use our scale that I will link in the description box as well. Let's share this. I'm still here with you guys. I'm just sharing this, the live. Actually, that's fine. We'll share it over here. We're going to start with, so each portion that we use in will be 15%. So it's 15% shea butter, 15% cocoa butter, and 15% cocoa butter. Kind of paused there. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Let's begin with the hardest one, the cocoa butter. 15% cocoa butter for this formulation is at 1.35 ounce, which is 38.3 grams. So let's see if we can get that broken up for our formulation. There it is. Now I could do it. Oh, thanks for being here, and thanks for the like. Kids, Polly, hi, thanks for being here. So that is 28 grams. So we need a bit more that I'm going to add to make it 38.3. It's 32 now. Don't like how my sweater is this tall, but let's see if we can add some more. And I'm adding the firmer butters at the bottom so it can melt quickly. And that is the cocoa butter, because cocoa butter takes longer to melt. Hi to everyone who's joining. Thanks for being here. And yes, I usually do wear gloves. 38. All right, so that's our 38 grams of cocoa butter. And then we're going to go ahead and add the same amount for cocoa butter. I have some over here. Wait, is this it? I think I have it in a bag here. Okay, there it is, right here. Hi, if you're just joining, please like the live. Don't hesitate to like the live. Hi, we are making a triple butter body butter. Ooh, my bad. I am live. join us. All right, let's go ahead and add that in. So we're gonna tear that. All right, and now it's the same 38.3. So let's go ahead and add that. Oh, we're going to need a lot more to bring it up to the 38.3. Hi, thanks for being here. And no, I am definitely married. 38.3. So thanks for the compliments. Thanks for everyone who's saying hi. Don't forget to like the video, even if you're just passing through. This is a little bit more than I bargained for, so. All right, 30. Oh, I forgot it's 0.3. That's weird. All right, hold on. Let's take this out. That makes it 36. Trying to get this to the right value. There it is. All right, so that's 38 grams of cocoa butter. Now let's go ahead and add the shea butter inside of it. Oh, I have no advice on that. So the next thing we're going to add is our shea butter, same 38.3. That's 20, 28. Guys, I'm here and I completely forgot to do something. All right, so let's add that in. Oh, that is 38. Let me do, I don't think it's allowed to do the 0.3, but kind of give an idea. My small scale would be able to do that. All right, so it has the third. Ooh, why does it say 42? That's no good. Okay, let me get that out of there. All right, so now we have that at 38. Let's see. All right. Don't forget to like the video, even if you're just passing through. Okay. All right, so now that we have this, we have our cocoa butter, and our shea butter. We're going to put it in our boiling water so it can warm up a bit. And as you can see, I did layer it so that the cocoa butter is at the bottom, cocoa butter on top, and the shea butter on top, right in there. So it's all layered in there, all at the top. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and put it in my pot here to melt. So I've just created my double boiler at home. It's just a pot of hot water. Well, yeah, hot water. And then I put my container with the butters inside of it. So while that's melting, let's weigh out our essential oils. And I think I'm also going to weigh out the oils that I need to add to it as well. So let's stretch this right here. A little oatmeal. Oh, here it is, guys. This is what I'm looking for. It's tear. So 1 gram of this is 2.55. 1% is 2.55 grams. All right, so let's do that. It's a little bit over. And the next 1% is the fragrance that I'm going to put in. Ooh. Oh. So we're going to add that in at 1% as well, which is 2.55. I don't think I'm going to do any EOs in this. Can't open this either. Okay. Let's try to open this up. Guys, I can't open the jar. I wonder if it's still... I did have this fragrance for a while. I might just have to replace it with this might just have to be a case for essential oils and not fragrance, because it's weird that it's not opening. Let's try that again. Okay, so no luck with that. I don't know what's going on there. So let's replace that with some essential oils instead. Let's do carrot seed. Hi, I'm great, Genesis. I just saw your comments. You said, how are you? I'm great. Thank you for being here. I was going to use this for the fragrance, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and add this to the 2.5 to bring it up a bit. Oh, this is a carrot seed essential oil. There it goes. So we have that. We're just going to mix it around. Ooh, there's my. Ooh. Oh, that was itching. Mix it all up together. Alright, I'm going to see that. Hope so. Alright, so I'm going to leave this in here on this side so that can thaw. And then the next thing, so my oil is is at 53%, but I think I'm going to mix it with some other oils. So let's do that. Where's my container so I can mix up this oil together? Let's go get that. So we can mix the oils together before we actually put them inside. Inside of, add it to our melted butters. To kind of make it, this will make it solidify a bit quicker. That's the goal here, to have it solidify quicker. I don't know how much it's gonna hold, but we can make this work. And we're gonna use the same. Damn, you guys just ran away because you ain't see my face. All right. All right, let's go. What are you making? So I am making a whipped body butter, but a triple butter. So it's cocoa butter, shea butter, and cocoa butter. And I'm making it with grapeseed oil, some calendula oil that I have. And I think that's supposed to be it. It can also be made with avocado oil as well. I wanted a different. All right, so there we go with that. So with our oil being 53%, that is 4.77 ounce. So I know how I'm going to start it. Let's see. I'm going to use grapeseed oil. It's a bit lighter, so I'm going to go on starting off with grapeseed oil, which is 135.2 grams. I'm going to use all my grapeseed oil. I'm just going to have to purchase some more to do my lip balm. I'd like it to be the 35. Just to go here, but it's not enough to be the 35. The goal was to use the 53% to be one oil, which is perfectly fine if you have that one oil, but I realized as I'm making this that I ran out of most of my oils. So we're going to combo the oil, which is perfectly fine as well. Get all this oil out so we waste nothing. So we ended up with 29 grams of grapeseed oil. All right. Let me do something. So this is the next tip. Like when you're creating something and let's say you run out of oils and you want to be able to make this, and next time if you do like it, we want to make sure we make note of that. So that's 29.4. Let me get a notepad here. Where's my notepad? So I can write that down. But I have to sign in for that. Yeah. Okay, let's write it. So we have 29.4 grams, 29.024 grams of grape seed oil. All right, so I can remember that we did that. Now we're going to add the rest to it. Let's get a calculator to come in, but I'm not going to tear everything. All right, so our next one up top is coconut oil. I'm gonna use coconut oil. I like how coconut oil feels on the body, and plus we have shea butter, cocoa butter, and cocoa butter in here. This is gonna be like an ultimate moisturizing oil. So let's see how much we get from the coconut oil. Okay, I want to make sure I have the right thing. Okay, just smell it to make sure this is good, guys. It has a funny. I haven't had this that long for it to have a smell. Okay, I see why now. All right. Very. So that is 89. I want to add it to it. All right, so this is basically all done. So let's do the, right now we have 89.71 and we're gonna minus the 29.24. All right, so we did 60.47 ounces of that. 60.47 of coconut oil. So now we know that. So that's 60.47 coconut oil. All right, so let's get on. I'm gonna mix this around because it's kind of full. The others I can just add directly to the melted butter here because it's already melted. Damn. Okay, it's still making. Okay, I just can't see it. That's okay. That's okay. All right, let's go ahead and mix this up. This looks very glistening. I wish you guys could see this, but if I tilt it, it's gonna tilt over. Just to mix it all around before we go ahead and pour it in. Now it looks less misty now, I'll say. But we still have some more to add. This is where your calculator comes in handy and writing things down comes in handy. Because if I like it with these ingredients, I'll continue to use it. See? All that mistiness is all gone now. Because we're mixing both oils together. Let's mix it, mix it, mix it, mix it all up, mix it all up. Perfection. Well, that looks good. All right, does that look good? All right. So now that our butters have, hold on. Can you do a video? Hold on, let me see this one. I'm about to check that comment right now. What are you making? Can you do a video on the... I think I have a video of, I'm trying to think, all the things I did before you did to start your business before you make one sale. I think I have a few videos on that and like how to start, what to do before, what to make, and what to post on social media as well, like before you make a sale. If you don't have any like audience or clients right now, what to post on social media leading up to that. There should be one on my channel. And if you're just joining, guys, I am making a triple butter body. But if you have specific questions, you can ask that here as well. So I have one, how to start it, that I think I recently made. It's like a remake of an old one of how to start your body butter overall from scratch. And the mistakes I made, I have the mistakes I made as well. And social media posts that you can put up. But if you go on my channel and you put in the search bar and just type body butter, a few of them should come up, and I have a playlist with a couple of those videos as well that you can go through and see which one, you know, works for you. And if you do that and you still have like questions or anything, always drop it in the comment section, and I usually respond to all of them to give my answers. Let me know if that helps. You're welcome. All right, so what is the next step? We have, oh, I just finished the 89. Where's the calculator here? Okay. All right, so now we're adding our first set of oils. We're gonna add it to our, sorry guys, they're called again. Camera, okay. All right. We're gonna add our oils to our melted butter. I'm adding the oils cool because I want it to heat up solidify quicker rather than having it warm and then add it to this and then having to add it to the freezer. It's gonna take a bit longer to solidify. So I'm going to add it to this, and then I still have some more to spare that I'm gonna need to add. All right. And get something to scoop this out, of course, so that everything is inside of it. Just missing like 1 gram, but that's okay. All right. Now that's complete, let me turn this off. All right, so now that's completed. I'm going to go ahead, it's 89. I still need to add some more to add it up to 135. I'm going to add my next oil. So that's oil, which is the remainder of the avocado oil that I have left. All right. This is a combination of the same oils as well, so I'm going to put it in there just to bring it up. It just needs a little bit though. Need about 15 more grams. See, right there. Worked exactly as it should. As I suspected. All right, so let's go ahead and mix this around before we put it to cool. All right, so we're going to mix that all together again. Give it the opportunity to cool. If you're just joining, please like the video. I am making a triple butter body butter, which is cocoa butter, and shea butter. I am using a combination of oils, which is 53%, some essential oil and vitamin E oil. So if you're here, you're interested in that, you can subscribe, you can like the video, and drop your questions and concerns in the comment section. Right, I feel like this is all mixed in properly so far. All right. All right, so now, in order to whip this up in the way that I want to, I have to put this in my freezer. And it sits there for about 30 to 45 minutes. And while I do that, I usually answer questions on here, some questions that I have. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this in the freezer to solidify. I feel like these lives are becoming a thing for every first of the month. That first week, I usually do like a tutorial of one of the butters. I think the next would be a set of lip balms or body oils. What's the ratio of Optifen if I'm using of ingredients? Well, I usually use what, 1.5%, but the aloe vera gel, does it, because it has water inside of it, right? Have you tried it in it before? Because the water inside of it might separate. If you put it in the butter, it might separate. So that's why I'm asking, are you going to use emulsifiers with it? But I do 1.5%, or also on the bottle of it or the container, it should tell you like how much you need for the type of product that you're using. Definitely first, like I can tell you 1.5, but definitely follow like the instructions. If it says do 2, you do 2. But that's a 1.5 is sounds good for me. I've worked with what's the other one? Derma Plus. Hope that answers the questions. All right. Let me get to the other questions while we wait for it to solidify. All right, let's begin from the first one. Let me get this a little bit closer here. So the first one I have here is, okay, so far, what are the benefits of using cocoa, shea, and cocoa butter together? So it's a, wait, are you here? Okay. So each butter brings like its unique property to the body butter. And I usually use the triple butters when I want butters to, let's say, last longer, or just to have that if I want a thick layer, have that deep moisturizing feeling, and something that I want to use all day, and I just want to have like a combination of all three of them, I use them. Especially if I have like really flaky skin, a combination of all three of them works. To there. All right. Any other questions? No. And I also want to add some of these, like, I use all three of them, but I feel like sometimes people have the idea that if you use all three of them together, it's probably going to be heavier, but not so much, because I feel like shea butter is a bit lighter. It is moisturizing, but compared to cocoa butter, like I've used cocoa butter alone with oil, and even though you're moisturized, it is not as greasy to, in my opinion, as shea butter. And then you have cocoa butter, where it's more like it's really thick. It has like a thick barrier over your skin. So when you combine all three of them together, it just gives you a nice balanced body butter, whipped body butter actually. Why did you choose these specific butters? Well, those are the three that I have on hand. Usually the last whipped triple body butter I made was mango butter, which is a great triple butter to have, because those like work perfectly together. So I was like, let me just use the cocoa butter, because I've never done the cocoa butter with them on live before. So I was like, all right, let me do that combination, and then, see how these work together, because shea butter is the softest, then you have cocoa, then you have cocoa. So they all work differently in the body butter. Can I substitute one of the butters? So yes, you could substitute one of the butters. You can substitute cocoa butter for mango butter. And you might like, depending on what the texture that you like or your skin type, you might like the mango butter better. So try it, substitute cocoa butter for mango butter. Let me see what else you could substitute. I'm not sure if you can substitute it for something else, because if you substitute it for a softer butter, then the texture will be different. So you have to take that into consideration as well. But you can substitute mango butter for cocoa butter. Okay, so how do I know which butter is best for my skin? So dry skin, let's say you don't have a combination skin like the rest of us, and you're not making this for like specific skin issues. Let's say you have dry skin, then you want to use shea butter or cocoa butter. Not cocoa butter. All right, and then these are separate from your face. Your face is completely different, because not lots of people use cocoa butter on their face because it might clog your pores, right? So shea butter and cocoa butter are great for like if you have super dry skin. And then for oily skin, kokum and mango, because they are deeply moisturizing, but as I mentioned earlier, they don't feel as heavy on your skin as the other two. So those two are great to use for oily skin. How do I know which butter is best for my skin type? Wait, is that the question? Oh no, second one. Oh, guys, I forgot my timer today. I'll turn my timer on while we wait for that. It's at about 40 today. Okay. All right. Why do you put the mixture in the fridge before whipping? So putting it in the fridge or the freezer helps to cool the oils, and that way it helps you to create that whipped body butter effect that you're going for. Because if it's not cooled down, you won't be able to whip it. That's number one. And if you leave it out, to solidify, it is going to ruin the fluffiness of it. It's also because it's going to become proper grainy. Ooh, hold on, guys. I think I have my camera on still. Completely forgot to turn it off. But yeah, so it's going to become grainy instead of having a smooth texture. Like, you ever seen some body butter before and you see like small grains inside of it? That's because it took too long to cool down. So because of that, it has those small grains inside of it. So as a result, you want to put it in the fridge. I do the freezer because I want to speed up the process and have it cool down that way. And then when it's finished, you add your additives to it. So that's why I put it in the fridge or the freezer, so we can whip it up that way. Okay, so if you used it with that, then okay, well, use the Optifin, or the preservative that I usually use is Liquid Germo Plus, and there's another one that I used to use in my lotions and face serums, and I use that one because it's a bit stronger. So I can't remember the name of it. I got it on not Lotion Craft or Formulator Shampoo Shop. I can't remember the name of it, but you can try those and follow the on the back of it. Usually it comes with a card to tell you, like it will say 1% if you're using, this amount or so, and it will literally tell you how much to add to it, to make sure. It will tell you how much to add to it. It will also tell you what phase to add to it, because what you have is only oils. Well, not just oils, because you're using the aloe vera gel, so you might have to add it to that first, then add it to the butter. So, it's kind of a process. I use mango, cocoa, and shea. Yes. So the mango, cocoa, and shea is a combination that I've originally used. And that's what I used when I had my business. That was my combination butter, was mango, cocoa, and shea butter with, I think I did apricot kernel oil at the time. That was a really good seller. So that's a good combination to use. To be safe. Okay. And even like, you see how you say you're starting your business, record yourself making those stuff, because that's something that I have, I was telling that I put in like my suggestions when you're starting out, because you don't have content, right? And you want to gather like clients and stuff like that. So the BTS is great to record, like you making it, you preparing, you getting your containers, you whipping it up, testing out different formulation and things like that. And the next one I have here, it says, let me see. I have 5, why do you? Oh, I think I did this. I usually get this question often. How long should I keep? I was just thinking something. I can look up the Optifin for you now. Oh, one more thing just came to my mind. You said you're using Optifin. It should be here. Is it Optifin Plus? Because the aloe vera gel would have some type of water content in it, so you have to use the broad spectrum preservative. So may I try to remember for Optifin Plus is the broad spectrum. Let me just do that. If you're still here, I'm going to pull it up now so I can make sure I'm giving you the correct information. Let's put it here. I'm going to tell you right now, because it just clicked on me that you said Optifin. Not, because I use one of them in my scrubs. Not Optifin though. It is another one I get from Brambleberry that I always use in my scrubs. Phenonip. That's the one. That's what I use in my body scrubs. Phenonip. I'm trying to get this off my fingers. Okay, yeah, so the plus is good. That's the first people I've seen that seem really nice, sincere. Really? Thank you. Thank you. And you said that's what I meant. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, so if you have the plus, then you're in the right direction. Let's see something you should create. Do you get it from Brambleberry? Okay, yes, I see it here. And I feel like there's the ones that popped up to Fin Plus from Brambleberry. It is which oh what natural? Yes, it's a 0.75% and between 0.75% and 1.5%. I mean, like phenol. Would I say that they're natural? I guess when I started and I was looking for preservatives that weren't as harmful as the other ones on the market, those are the ones that pop up. I wouldn't even say them natural. I just think they're less harmful compared to the other ones. So it's phenonip, optifin, and then Lucidal SF. I used that before, but the Lucidal SF would be the more like clean preservative. But I don't use that one anymore because when I started using it, I guess it didn't have as much whatever they put in the others, because even though I used the usage rate, the lotion that I made with it went bad. So I never used it again. But when I started using Liquid Dermal Plus, Phenonip, Liquid German Plus and Phenolip on the other one, I've never had that product problem of any of my products going bad or a customer coming back and saying, oh, this went bad. So I don't use that one anymore. So these I've been using for years. Let's see. And it does say that it is a natural preservative. Depending on what they consider natural, but they say they are natural preservative. That's how I end up using those, the Optifin, the Phenonip. Where's the other one? I'm looking for another one here. But when it comes down to like the preservatives though, I just want to make sure that is well preserved because I don't want to have the issue of my products going bad. So certain preservatives I just stay away from. Yeah, well, I think so. Yeah, if you make it the way how you usually make it, then put a label on it. And how long does yours usually last? That's the next thing. If you know how long yours usually last, you can put that like expiration date in the bottom on your labels, because the labels usually supposed to have that, when does it expire, and also put on the back of it like, what is it called? I used to put that on the back of mine, like, not FDA approved or not claiming to cure any disease or something like that. But you can put like a warning label on it. And because some people, you can tell people that too, like, this is handmade, there's no preservative in it, but it will last from X time to that time. Yeah, put an expiration date on it. But how long does yours usually last? Do you feel like yours lasts like at least 3 months? And have you ever seen anything growing inside of it? You can even put phenolip inside of it. 90 days and it is still good. Okay. You can even put phenolip inside of it. You can even test it to see, what the expiration dates are. If no mold or anything grows inside of it, you can do that. But I think the warning label will work in the beginning. You can do the warning label. Because for my scrubs, I use, have the sugar and the oil inside of it. And because when you use scrubs, sometimes there's water gets inside of it. Like if you customer purchase it and like they use it at their home, water gets inside of it. So I put phenolip inside of it because of that. So just in case water gets inside of it, it doesn't grow like it doesn't go bad so quickly. So that's why I add phenolip. So that's like a preventative measure or cautionary measure that we do. You can do the same. You can add that little preservative in there just in case. And then it's something that you've tested, so that's good. I think that's really good because it's something you have experience with it. It's something that you've used. It's something that you've tested. So you know how long it lasts. And you said you make it for like family and friends. And it's a good thing that it doesn't separate because they say just use it with your oils. But that's interesting. When I put aloe in mine, I made a lotion with aloe, but I didn't use the gel. What I used was the aloe vera powder because for me, it made it easier to work with than having to actually do the gel. So I just got the aloe vera powder. I got it from Formulator Sample Shop, and that's how I added it in there. So I didn't have to worry about, constructing it with the gel and all of that. Ta-da. Yeah, so let me say you have like really good experience with it. So it shouldn't, it shouldn't be that bad. I remember when I just started, there was a lady who made, most of her things were aloe based. And I think it was similar as well. I'm trying to figure out if she did add preservative in hers, but it was similar. And she would make body butters with hers as well. But I do remember her telling her, like customers, this doesn't have, the preservatives. Use it within a certain time. Put the expression in it. Some of them even store it in the fridge. No, the powder wasn't water based, but when I added it to the lotion had water in there. And that I even did use it in the aloe vera powder. I made like, just not to sell, like for myself. I made like a face mask with it. I add water to it and use a face mask. I did face mask. I think I did this scrub as well with it. So it doesn't have the water inside of it. And I think when you use the aloe vera gel, you're getting the real aloe vera gel. So I guess that makes sense to use that. But for the process wise, the powder was a bit easier for me to use. Because with the powder, they dry it. So that's why it doesn't have the water component in it, because they dry it all out. And some people can use the powder to make the gel. Because what happens with the powder is like they dry the aloe vera all the way out before and use it to make the powder. Wait. And it's like, because they do that, it's like it has like less water in it, so it makes it a bit easier to work with. Oh, the Optifen. So the Phenolip and Optifen, right? I use it for oil-based products, the Phenolip. They have the Optifen that you use for oil-based products as well. They're kind of similar. And then you have the Optifen Plus, which is a broad spectrum one. That's the one you want to use for like, the water-based and all of that. Oh, difference. Yeah. I think that's what I just added. And there's a version of Optifen that is not Optifen, Phenolip, that's also broad spectrum. I'm looking for the name of it because I usually just use the regular Phenolip. Let me see, I'm trying to pull it up here. have it right here. There it is. I found it, guys. Where? I was searching for it. Still to do it. So if it's not broken, then don't fix it. I think, and you're selling it to your locals, so I think you could still sell it like that. And if you've been doing this for a while, it works for you, then it should work. We can actually look up that right now too. There it is. And I was asking you, where do you get your the Optifin? Because I get mine from Brambleberry. So remember earlier I tell you that 1.5%. So on Brambleberry here it has 1% for Optifin in the, and Phenonep is the same 1% as well. Because that's what I use in the scrubs. Let me do another thing. I'm gonna do another search because I've never used the gel in a butter before. So I went to is it New Direction? Anybody? There it is. I'm just looking up something here for you real quick. Where is it? Okay, I think this is it. Yeah, I think I found the lady. Is this her that I think she makes, this was years ago, like 5 years ago. I had found her on Instagram one time and she makes body butters with aloe vera gel. And she puts the warning on her label as well that, there's no preservative in it. And this is like organic, handmade, and you're mixing aloe vera gel with the wheat butters. And as I was looking for her, some other articles popped up of people making it that way. But, all right, here it is. Let me see this one. This one is with the juice. This is another one that I follow. So the juice is different though, because if you use the juice, you have to use the emulsifier and it makes it a whole process. I read that to make water and oil to mix, it needs to be around the same temp. So that's what I do to keep it cohesive. Yeah, that's what I was mentioning about when you're adding in the preservatives as well, because you have to add it at a certain temperature. So yeah, water and oil, okay. But also so mixing the gel with it, I guess, isn't as bad. So, because if it was just the liquid, let's say you just use the aloe vera juice by itself, then you'd have to add out emulsifier because then it will separate. But something about mixing it, the butters with gel, kind of give it a nice formulation. And you mentioned that it didn't separate, so that's good. I'm trying to search here. But it's possible to do it. Can't find the lady, but it's possible to do it. I read that to me. Okay. So pause that there. See if we can find that. I read that. Let's see it right here. It's cool. We're still here at the same time. And you add all this stuff to it. Okay. Seeing if I could find the lady. I don't think she's making her stuff anymore. Well, that would have been something good to look at. It's okay. Okay. And it doesn't, I know you don't want to put any in there, but it won't hurt it to just put like a 1% and mix it in with it. If that's something. Can never go wrong with just adding a 1%. If you have it, just add the 1% of it to, be safe. Especially if you're going to sell it like online. I would think you're going to, if you plan to do that. Ooh. Okay. Well, because eyeballing is not bad, but then when it's time to make your larger batches, it will help to have it in percentages. It will help to have like a set formula that you wrote down and then have it in percentages so you can always scale it when you want to make more. That way, if you need to add the 1%, preservatives, you can do that using the formula. Like, let me show. Oh, I forgot some of my phone over there, so. Oh, here it is. Let me show you what I have here. Like this. I don't know if you can see it clearly, but something like that. Like that. You can use an Excel sheet. Okay, so when you make your products, even though you eyeball it, do you think, oh, this is probably like 1 ounce or 2 ounce? Do you do it like that, or you just literally just eyeball it and just pour some in? No scale at all. I have a channel, not a channel, on my page. I have a video that teaches you how to make this exact form in full for yourself. And I also have a link where I sell it as well. And then if you purchase it and you have questions, I'll always be available to help you, to answer it, to help you do it. But I have the video where if you just want to make it yourself, you can make it yourself as well. It is, on my channel, it's called Scale Your Body Butter or Body Butter Formula Sheet. I think the video is called, let me look to show you. I'm going to give you the exact name of it to help you. And then that way you can always add I use 80 ounces of mango, 4 ounces of sugar, and then oils. Okay, so since you know the ounce, like the measurements that you use, so you can turn the ounce from the ounce to the percentage. And then once you do that, you can create another form to basically just do percentage, and from percentage to ounces. And the tablespoons of 5 or 6 oils. I think two tablespoons is an ounce. You can just turn the tablespoons. Let me do it right here for you. Turn the tablespoons to measurements. Because do you have a scale? And that's one of the first things you're going to need to your scale. Yeah, see? That was correct. 2 tablespoons is an ounce. So that's basically you're adding 1 ounce of the oils, of each oil. So, all right, so you have the scale. When you do the oil, so you can make sure it is the 1 ounce. When you're pouring it in, put it on the scale so you know how much oils you're adding. But if it's 2 tablespoons, which we see here, that's 1 ounce. So that's what you're doing of each. I don't want to hear that. Stop. I'm just looking for the video here for you. Tutorials. So not that one. Starting a skincare business. That only has one video. We're going to have to fix that. Okay, there it is. I found it. So, no problem. You're welcome. So I found the video. On my video, it's called "How to Use Spreadsheets to Formulate and Scale Your Skincare Recipe." So you can use that video to help you create it, but then you're starting off with measurements. That's my basic formula. Yeah. So you're starting off with measurements. So this one is starting from percentage. I might just have to do a video of starting from how you're starting, where it's just because I realized not everybody, I didn't start with percentages either. Like, to be honest, when I started just like that. I started with just using ounces, tablespoon, and putting them together, creating stuff and testing it out and seeing if I like it. And then after that, that's when I transferred to starting with percentages, when I figured that part out. So what I should do is make a video of transferring it from ounces to percentages, and then that way you can use the percentages to scale your business, to scale your formulations. Because this right now is starting from percentage. So I'll do that. That's a good idea. Because I also have another one, but I don't think that one start from ounces either. It did start from ounces, but I think I took it off. I'm going to click this one just to see. Let me see. There's another one I have up here, but I think I'm going to see if I started from ounces in that one as well. Because most of them start from percentages. Let's see. Let me see what I have here. Oh, this one I think starts from. Yeah, so this one that I have here, the next video, actually, that's the one that's here, is me starting from ounces and turning it to percentage. But either way, that video is about 3 years old. I'm going to make a new one because there's some things there that I might need to change. Yeah, I'll make a new one of that. Because it has that one that I have in that video, it has ounce. It has from ounce to grams, ounce, grams, pounds, kilograms. I don't know why I have kilograms there, but that was like 3 years ago. And then percentage. So the reason why I had made that form is because when I started just like that. And sometimes I'm just randomly throwing in things, and this form would make it easier for me to know how much percentage I used. So if I wrote down that, oh, while I was making it, I added, let's say, 2 ounce, when I came to this form, I could plug everything in. First of all, I need to know the total value of the whole thing I made first. That's the important part. So let's say after you finish that total value, you need that total value. So let's say it's like 10 ounces, you need that total value to make it more accurate. And it's 10 ounces. Then I know, okay, I had put in 2 ounces of this, I had put in 2 ounces of something else, 3 ounces of that. And then the essential oils, I weigh those out as well. So it's probably like 3 grams, but you want to turn that into ounce so that way you can fill it into the form. But yeah, this one here is called How to Create Simple Skincare Formula Sheet. I probably need to change the name of that to show the difference. But I'll do an updated one and get rid of the kg, probably the pounds as well. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna create that video. Yeah. But for now, you can look at this one that I have, see if that helps. But I'm definitely going to create the next one within like a week or so to help with that. Let me X that off. Okay. Well, thanks for bringing that to my attention, because I just thought about it. I probably wouldn't have realized that. I didn't even realize that that first video was the reverse. So I'll just remake those two. Remake that first one to make it more, I guess, more understandable probably. And probably rename it as well. Okay, so 31 ounce. Okay, that's not, yeah. So at least you know that. So that way, because that is important for the scaling up, because that's like the main value that you're going to use to break down everything. So you can get like the accurate percentages. Is my timer up yet? I don't want it to get too hard. Okay. Ooh, my back. That will help. And your name is Kizzy. Let me see something. I'm going to see if I can tag you under the first video that we spoke about. Let me see. Oh, I'm on my other account. I just realized that I won't be able to tag you using that account. Okay. I'll have to do it when I get on my other account. That's okay. Well, I'll put your name in my notes. I'm going to write it in my notes so I can remember. Kizzy Kent. Okay, here. So, and then I'll tag you underneath it. Okay. Make video and grams. Oh, sorry, grams. Yeah. So those two. I'm just putting it into the notes so I can remember, because when I make it, I can use those talking points so people can know it's when you start from scratch and you don't like measure it out. You can use that to help you create it instead of just starting from percentages, because we all don't start from that. We all don't start from percentage, and I didn't either, so that makes sense. Unless you're making lotions or something like that, then we have to start from percentages. But like for body butters, most people just use cup, ounces, and drops. Kizzy Kent. That's your brand name, Kizzy Kent. That's going to be the name of your body butters. I just wrote it down too, so I can remember everything. Whew. Are you from the islands? Natural. Okay. No, oh, cause the yeah. That's why I was like the YAH. It gives me the islands. Yeah, I'm gonna say yes. Say yeah. That's why. Naturals. Okay, so I saved it. That's cool. Remember to also. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, it's not Jones. Okay. I'm glad I could help you today. Ooh. I feel like 1 second. Let me get all let me go check on this butter so we can mix it up. Oh, definitely ready. Not in there too long. So that was about about 45 minutes. I was waiting for that. Me too. You're welcome. Whew. It is a bit chilly in here. Okay. Ooh. Ta-da. I think I'm tired of that song now. All right. It's kind of wet, so. All right. Did I start my camera? Okay. All right, so I'm about to add in my mix of essential oils and vitamin E oil to it. Did I start it? Okay. Here it is. Just did it in there. Really? I love using, from the first time I discovered cocoa butter, well, I found out about it and I started testing it. I love it. Like, it feels so good on your skin. It's a butter, but when let's say you use it alone, it just doesn't feel as heavy and it combines well. Or even for hair products, it makes a good hair butter as well. Because it's a butter, but it's lightweight. And that's what I use now in the winter. I made a face butter with cocoa butter for my face because it doesn't clog my pores, but I feel moisturized and it just lasts the whole day. But I mix it with a little bit of shea butter though. All right. Yeah, definitely try it. It's nice. I'm thinking if I forgot something, I don't have my container for the butters, but that's okay. My timer just went off. Okay, that's good. All right. I get a little bit loud, but that's okay. It's still a bit thin, which I'm okay with. Let's just see. Oh, it's 55. It should solidify pretty quickly because it has that gummy texture. I feel like that. Says my granddaughter has it. Oh, okay, okay, yeah. You can try the coconut butter. For real, try the coconut butter. Like it's, and I do that with either avocado oil, but then for face it's probably avocado oil might be too heavy. Sometimes I forget to shea butter is a bit softer, you know. I see something in here. What is this? Okay, it's getting there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, oh, it's nice. It's getting solid now. That's good. Has a nice gummy texture. Can mix it again to get it to pour. Oh, there it is. Yep. So the texture I have now. But then when I let it sit overnight, that's when it gets a bit of a thicker texture. Like this one I made yesterday was this was just cocoa butter though. And it solidifies like that. But then it's like really soft to the touch. Okay. It's doing exactly. And this texture that it is the texture that we can use to pipe it in. If I don't use piping bags, but if you wanted to pipe it in and do those fancy things, this will be the texture for it. I don't have my fancy jars today because I made so much butter this week I ran out of jars. So I'm gonna have to use this big one for now until I get hold of a smaller one. Now you see, like when I did this for my business too, sometimes it's the same texture. I pipe it in not too hard. That way I can like kind of get it to all drop down in one, like a uniform texture. And then you're selling it, you kind of want to look pretty. So Also, coconut butter, it takes color really well. Like if you make body butters with, like, you know, the little fancy colors and all of that, coconut butter is great for that too. By tomorrow I shall get another container to put this in. This is great piping bag texture. Yeah. Because the temperature, when it gets really cool, is quick whipping, but you can whip it up for a good 5-10 minutes, whip it up longer, and then it gets like really fluffy. You get like a nice cloudy texture. If you're going for that, you can whip it up for longer so it can get to that nice cloudy fluffy texture, which I don't mind, but sometimes I don't, especially now that this is being made for like personal use. I don't want it to be so fluffy. But I don't mind doing it like this, especially the texture that it is right now, and then like adding it into a piping bag and then adding it into your jar so you have that nice cute look. I feel like if I whipped it up any longer, it would eventually hard up on me as well. So I was like, let me just do it. Now tomorrow when I free up some of my jars, I can put it in one of my regular body butter jars that I have. But yeah, this should be it. Don't think I can take a picture with it like this, but when I put this in one of my jars, that should be good. Like I usually have these that I use at home. Or I still have some body butter jars from when I was selling body butters. I'll put it in those as well, but they're also filled with butters from the week. Or that jar over there, I'll clean that up and put it in there. But yeah, this is what it looks like, if you can see so far. I want to feel it. And this is all 15% each. Ooh. No, I recently stopped it, but I'm planning to start back up again. All right, I'm planning to start back up again and only do body butter, because when I was selling body butters, I was also selling other skincare items. I was doing body butter, body scrub, face serums, face toners, soaps. So I was doing like a whole bunch of those stuff. And after a while, I just got overwhelmed with just making everything all the time. And then it was like around 2021, you know, after the whole thing and the lockdowns. And I was like, you know what, let me just start teaching people how to do it online. That way I have less labor to do. All right. So this isn't the final texture of it. But usually I let them sit like 24 hours so it can get to the actual texture, and then I test them to see how it feels. But this one is a bit, you see it? It melts right on contact with the skin. And remember, I don't feel too bad. Something about this oil, very moisturized. I want to do body scrubs, oils, and hair oils. Yes. I feel like that's a good way to go. Because I feel like a body butter and body scrub, it just goes hand in hand. Like I had turmeric body scrubs. The body scrub and the body butter go hand in hand, and the hair oils. Body oils too, like all of those go well with each other. And also I'm not sure if you've seen the other videos on my channel where there's just a list of where I get my oils and stuff. So if you were going to do bulk for your business, there's like a whole bunch of different suppliers that I have out there where I get my oils, the body butter, the raw butters, containers, things like that. Yeah, I had mine was mixed with, it was rose water, turmeric. I think I had turmeric as well, a turmeric toner. So it's rose water, and I had turmeric. Was it extract or what was it called again? Something along that line. But yeah, sometime. Okay. Thank you. But just remember, so that video is there where you can get the suppliers. Like, you know, if you need like bulk suppliers of some of your ingredients, there's a list there, containers and all of that to start. Whew. No, we'll clean the container there. I need my pliers to get that jar open. That's okay. Okay, great. That's good. All right, so I'm wrapping up because I'm done the body butter and stuff like that. But thanks for the video idea, because I'm definitely going to make that within the next week. Yeah, I can do that by next week. I'll have that out and I'll just like tag you in it. If YouTube let me tag you or anything, I'll tag you in it or put it in a community post or something along that line. Put it open. Hot water in the room. Wait. You're talking about this, right? It won't open. So, hot water on this. It coming. I don't know what's happened. Like it melts onto it. But I might just. Oh, up here. Okay. Okay. Cool. All right. I'm gonna try that and see if that doesn't work. I'm just gonna use the pliers and hold it and see if I can get some strength to open it, because I don't know why it's not opening, because this was a little fragrance that I was going to add, but I guess didn't need to add any today. All right. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for your advice. Thanks for being here the whole time with me and having conversation. And I wish you all the best of luck on your new business. And if you have any more questions, drop it in the comment section. I'll reply there. I have an Instagram, but you know, I'm barely on it. I'm mostly on YouTube comment section or community post. So until next time, you're welcome. Bye. Let me end it. I'll definitely see you in next week's video when I post it.